It's been 1 year since I bought myself the Fujifilm X-Pro 3, and today I will share with you my thoughts on this camera, what I think works well, what I would like to be improved in future versions, and what are my reasons for actually thinking of selling this unique camera. My journey with the X-Pro 3 actually started way more than a year ago when I rented it through the Fujifilm Connect website and immediately fell in love with the way the camera feels in hands. It felt like a match made in photographic heaven, and so not long after I returned it, this beautiful Durasilver version made my wallet a bit thinner. I've used it most with the Magic 35mm f1.4 lens and went out with it to shoot photos as often as I could. All was going well and I was happy enjoying the advantages of the hybrid viewfinder and very good picture quality. I also experimented with the film simulations with great success. But nothing is perfect, and so as time went by I started noticing the camera quirks and imperfections. First and foremost, the camera is a little bit too big for me. I prefer the size of XE3 or Leica CL. These two cameras are also more comfortable to hold with additional grip, especially with larger and heavier lenses. But this would not be enough for me to just get rid of the great X-Pro 3. I made my peace with its unique flippy LCD, which is actually less convenient than I thought at the beginning, and got comfortable knowing that although I paid for an optical viewfinder, I almost entirely use the EVF. And there was more. For example, I never really used the dedicated shutter speed and ISO dials on my Fujifilm cameras. They look great and I dig the retro look, but are too slow to operate, so I only use the front and back wheels. In the end, I have been using the X-Pro 3 in the same way as previously the XE3, and in the end paid much more only for the newer sensor. After getting the X-Pro 3, I thought it's time to use only primes for the best picture quality and to train my brain to see in only 2 or 3 focal lengths. But then I realized that there are times when a zoom lens is invaluable, like when you are on a holiday with your family, and found out that I just can't bring myself to mount a zoom lens on the X-Pro 3. I know it sounds silly, but this camera just does not feel right with a standard zoom lens. Its design evokes the classic rangefinder style, and who shoots with a zoom lens on a rangefinder? And just when this was going through my head, I stumbled upon a deal for a lightly used Leica CL. I was actually planning on getting the Leica Q as a companion to the X-Pro 3, but this deal on a CL with a Summicron 23mm f2 was too good to pass on. And when I opened up the box with CL for the first time, I knew that my X-Pro 3 was in trouble. Suddenly I was holding a better built camera that was as small as the XE3 with no nonsense controls and, dare I say it, better picture quality. At least with the lenses I've had so far, including the standard zoom I took with me to a sunny holiday. To sum it up, I prefer the CL for its size and how it works with the standard 18-56mm zoom lens. I don't miss a dedicated shutter speed and ISO dials, neither do I miss the optical viewfinder, and the fixed LCD on Leica is actually easier and quicker to use than the flippy one from X-Pro 3. And the CL is just the right size. On top of that, I have too many cameras and want to go by Matthias Berling's rule: maximum 2 cameras, and when new one comes, another one must go. One of my cameras will be the Ricoh GR3, and I don't count the Canon M50 I'm using to record this video. So it looks like the one to go is the Fuji X-Pro 3, since I like the CL so much. And maybe it will happen, but not yet. Not yet.
But not yet. Not yet.
I know what I need to do first. I need to get my hands on the new primes Fujifilm released and see how it is to use them on the X-Pro 3 and how are the pictures they produce. You see, the main reason I like the Leica CL is for the great travel zoom, but I also wanted to try the so-called reference TL lens, the 35mm f1.4. And I have it here, and I'm currently putting it through its paces. A couple of months ago, I thought there was no real alternative from Fujifilm, regardless how much I like the Magic 35mm 1.4 lens. But now we have the new 33mm 1.4 Fujinon lens, and on top of that also new 18 and 23mm lenses with the same minimal aperture. all with the latest focusing motors and built to resolve photos even on a higher resolution sensor than in the current Fuji cameras. And I just have to know if this is something I want in my photographic life. So stay tuned for more lens reviews. Thank you for watching, subscribe, hit the bell button and like the video, it really helps the channel grow. Have a nice day and I will see you with the next one.